guys, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the new sort of graphics and intro I've been working on. I'm trying to get the channel looking a little bit slicker and a bit more professional. So as you can see, what we're doing today is we're going to do another Spire video. And for the first couple of bosses, I've got it sped up for you because there's not much going on. I don't really need to explain it. Just to give you another overview, Spire is a group activity where you take 4 players and you fight bosses, and you get XP and chests full of gear and stuff for you. So the first 2 bosses, you don't have to do anything. You just one attack, 2 attack, that sort of thing, them down. The first thing you need to know strategy-wise is coming up between this boss, the second boss, and the third one. You need to use your shield, which is the yellow icon on the buff down on the bottom by your skills. And you can see our whole group here has just used their shield. Now, what this does is it stops all these little ads from killing everybody, essentially, because they do about 3k damage per, so they can easily sort of 1 or 2 shots some weaker players. So now for us it's not such a big deal because we're a little bit stronger now, but for some people, groups starting out, it's really important to use your shield and then AoE down those mobs as quickly as you can. Now what you can see coming up here, the second important thing that we need to do is from the 3rd and 4th and 5th boss, you need to kill their last health bar. You need to nuke through it. Otherwise they'll cast a damage debuff on you that lasts forever until you die. So you can see what I did there is I used my double damage rune, I used my brutality rune, and I queued up sniper, and it did 270k damage, whatever, and it pushed that boss through its last health bar, and they didn't cast the debuff. Now the boss 3, 4 and 5 will all do this. So for some groups you're going to need to set up a rotation because, for example, we're getting to this last health bar and my sniper still has enough cooldown. So what my group does is I take the first boss, everybody takes the second boss, and then I have another go at the boss after that. It's my turn again, and if anybody's got their cooldown up, they try and help out with that. So as you can see now, it's Hot Stuff using their sniper and Death helping out. So we've got those 2 bosses down and they haven't cast the debuff on us. It's really important for you guys trying to get further into Spire that you try and get that cut down. It takes a little bit of practice, but when you get the timing of it, you won't get the debuff on you, and that'll stop you from dying in these rounds, which means you can use your Nirvana or your Resurrect, your bring yourself back to life later on in the Spire, so you can get further in it. So as you can see, we're coming up to the last health bar again. I'm going to pop my double Vulcan Wrath, double damage. Do my brutality rune again. Queue up my sniper, and as you can see, everybody else is trying to help me with this one because he's got a bit more HP. Unfortunately, we've got a crit, so we didn't really need help anyway. So this is the 6th boss here, and you don't need to nuke him through his last health bar. He doesn't do anything. So you can just save up rage here. You can just do whatever you want. If you're an archer, use your bloodthirsty, that sort of thing. Get yourself topped off and ready to go. This is a good time to mention like group composition. I recommend the best thing is to have 2 mages, in my opinion. So they can take turns casting Centaurio, which is the heal over time, for a heal every time you do a move. And then 2 physical attack classes. At least one of them should be an archer, and the other one could be another archer or a knight. If you've got a knight, he can use Apollo's shield, and that's very, very useful on some of the bosses. And timing it with some of the big attacks. Now for this boss is the next big thing. He will do 2 front row attacks, so he'll select somebody in the front row and he'll do a single attack on them, and on his 3rd attack he'll do an AoE that hits everybody. So what we do is we wait for 2 front attacks and then we all use our shield again, as you can see, and there we go, a lot less damage taken from that AoE. Now if you use it just as he's about to use his first AoE, because the shield lasts 3 turns I think, it means that the second time he does his AoE, everybody takes less damage, as you saw there. You can only do this once, obviously, because the cooldown on shield's like 90 seconds or something, so you can only do this once per this guy, but it really helps to sort of smooth things out. Then otherwise you're just going to be bashing him down, doing his stuff. He does have a debuff. He doesn't do 40% damage like the 1st, the 3rd, 4th and 5th boss. He has a casting time debuff like Deep Freeze, which really is annoying, and especially for the next boss, which hits really hard. If they're getting an extra attack every couple of turns of yours,